What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In today's video, we're going to be going over a very important topic, and that's why your money and savings account is going to be losing value very rapidly in the upcoming couple years. Definitely going to start losing value in the upcoming few months as well. We're going into a second lockdown for the coronavirus. There's going to be a lot more printing of fiat currencies. That's going to cause more and more inflation. We've already printed a lot of money, so this is definitely a very important message, and I'm going to show you in this video how cryptocurrency not only can save you from that inflation, but also make you more wealth than you could have ever imagined. I'm all in on cryptocurrencies, and I'm going to show you guys the facts on why this is so important and why you should be paying attention to cryptocurrencies. So before we get started with the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also comment below and hit the bell to be notified when I make new videos. All of this helps the YouTube algorithms, and I do appreciate that. It helps me grow and it helps get more exposure to cryptocurrencies as well. Also, please share this with any friends or family you know that you're concerned about losing too much value on their savings account, because we are headed into massive inflation. So a very important topic today. I did just tweet this about an hour ago. So this person here, Vanessa B, tweeted 22% of US dollars were created in 2020. So as you guys know, the US government is printing endless trillions of dollars for loans and for stimulus packages and everything to help prop up the economy during the coronavirus, which is definitely necessary, but in the long term, it's going to be causing a huge amount of inflation. And normally per year, we have about 3 to 5% of inflation, which means your money is losing value every single year while you're holding it in your savings account. So it is highly recommended to find alternative sources to store your wealth, where you're not only going to prevent yourself from losing that money to inflation, but you're also going to be making money from that money as well. That's what your money should be doing for you, is working for you and making you more wealth as you're holding it. And that's how the rich get richer. So cryptocurrencies have become a hedge against inflation. Already people are seeing massive returns by putting their wealth into Bitcoin rather than holding it in USD fiat currency. So you're going to be losing value on your money as you're holding it in your savings account. But if you have it in Bitcoin or other good cryptocurrencies, that value is going to be going up, and it could be going up very rapidly. Some people are seeing anywhere from 3 to 10x their money in a very short period of time, especially when the markets are volatile right now and all this stuff is going on. There's going to be a second stimulus package soon. There's going to be a lot more money put into loans and everything. So trillions more is going to be printed, and that's just insane because they've already printed 22% in just 2020 alone. So we're definitely going to be seeing more than 5% inflation per year in the upcoming couple of years. I'd assume it's going to be 15% or more, which is highest in history. And other countries as well are already seeing the effects of this. So I posted the Bitcoin halving cut the amount of Bitcoin mined per day in half, while USD fiat currency printed nearly 1/4 the total supply. Bitcoin scarcity is growing and USD inflation is growing. Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, and this is the case why I think Bitcoin is going to be going to $100,000 per Bitcoin, currently around $16,000 per Bitcoin, climbing pretty much daily right now. So the Bitcoin halving, if you don't know what that is, every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoins mined per day gets cut in half. And this is programmed into Bitcoin to happen automatically every 4 years. And that cuts in half how many Bitcoins are created per day for rewards for miners. So there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. Right now there's about 18.5 million. That other couple million left is what's printed per day for the network to operate. So that being cut in half basically increases the amount of scarcity. So while demand is growing, scarcity is growing, and USD inflation is growing, that's all a massive formula for a massive bull run for cryptocurrencies. And I think we're going to be seeing that in 2021. We're also already seeing massive returns for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other top cryptocurrencies, and certain altcoins that have good fundamentals and a good project and good tokenomics, they're seeing massive returns on investment as well. So you definitely want to have cryptocurrencies on your radar and learning about them. So if you keep your money in a savings account at a bank, you're basically accepting the fact that you're losing purchasing power on that money, which is going to be going down at least 10% or more per year, especially if this coronavirus stuff continues and they have to do more than one more stimulus package. I know other countries have already had massive amounts of inflation. So back in May, when we did have that stock market crash and cryptocurrency crash, we did see a lot of people announcing that they were using Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. One of the main people being Paul Tudor Jones, announcing his bet is on Bitcoin being the best hedge against inflation. This was basically on all major news sites and finance sites. So definitely a lot of wealthy people are considering Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies for the first time because of all of this printing going on and inflation that's coming. And so far, his bet has been correct. At the time of him buying Bitcoin, it was around $10,000 or less. Currently now, $16,000 to $17,000. I do think we're going to be breaking new all-time highs in the upcoming couple months, which is $20,000. And PayPal just announced that they're doing cryptocurrencies now as well. So there's much more ease of access to purchase and hold cryptocurrencies than ever before. And I do think we're headed into the biggest bull run we've ever seen. So a lot of other news on inflation and cryptocurrency being a hedge against inflation as well. You can find more information about this if you just search in Google Bitcoin hedge against inflation. So what makes cryptocurrency such a good hedge against inflation is the factor of scarcity, which other fiat currencies don't have because there's no cap on them. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are a finite digital asset, meaning there can only be 21 million Bitcoins ever. So once you hit that 21 million, no more Bitcoins will ever be created. So that does create major scarcity. So what we have here is how many millionaires are in the world, and unbelievably 46.8 million millionaires in the world, and this was mid 2020. So with there only being 18.5 million Bitcoin and 46.8 million millionaires, once every millionaire and wealthy person in the world wants to own one Bitcoin, it's just going to be impossible because there's not enough Bitcoin in existence for every millionaire to own one Bitcoin each. So that one Bitcoin club is going to be impossible in the upcoming couple years. I think 5 years down the line from now, it will pretty much be impossible for a wealthy person to own one Bitcoin. So a study in 2016 found that 1,700 people in America are becoming millionaires every single day. And that is America alone. That's not considering the rest of the world. And this was 2016 as well. We are in the age of the internet, and entrepreneurs are making businesses and becoming successful at an increasing rate. So I do believe this is probably over 2,500 per day now. So that many new younger people are becoming millionaires every single day. The millennials and younger generations, their main investment is going to be cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and other similar newer investment opportunities. And just to show you guys proof of that, CNBC, millennials are 5 times as likely as older adults to say Bitcoin is the best way to save for the future. So over the next 25 years, we also have something major happening called the Great Wealth Transfer. And basically what this is baby boomers transferring their wealth to millennials and the younger generations as they retire and pass on. So this article on CNBC says millennials may soon inherit $24 trillion. That's actually a small figure from what I've seen. Another article on CNBC says what the coming 68 trillion great wealth transfer means. So anywhere from 25 to 70 trillion dollars in wealth will be transferred from the older generation down to the younger generations. And the younger generations are much more likely to invest in Bitcoin, and they're much more likely to understand it. The older baby boomers, they were born in an age where internet did not exist. So internet money like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies just doesn't make sense to them, and they can't grasp the concept of it, even though they see that Bitcoin has been the best investment over the past decade. So I want you guys to really think about this. Trillions of dollars are going to the younger generations, and the younger generations are most likely to invest that as their savings in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Over $50 trillion that is going to the younger generation. So at least a few trillion of that will be going to cryptocurrencies. And if we look at the global market cap currently of cryptocurrencies, it's only at $500 billion. We're not even at $1 trillion for every cryptocurrency combined yet. That's just insane, and that shows how early we are to the cryptocurrency space. People that say that the last bull run was the biggest one ever just don't know what they're talking about. The crypto space was not prepared at all at that time. It wasn't easy to purchase. People that did try purchasing had their transactions cut off from their banks. People lost a lot of money very quickly and got a bad image of cryptocurrencies and left the space. And major platforms were closing their doors to people even buying the cryptocurrencies. So the crypto space was clearly not prepared for the type of traffic that it did see with that retail FOMO. This time around, we have PayPal, we have many more platforms that are much more prepared and can handle the more traffic that we did get at the last peak of the bull run. So passing $1 trillion global market cap is coming up very quickly, in my opinion. And I definitely think we're going to be entering into the multi-trillion global market cap for cryptocurrencies, definitely passing new all-time highs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So without inflation and the great wealth transfer that we did just talk about, the history of Bitcoin shows that we will hit $100,000 per Bitcoin within 2021, and that's based on previous Bitcoin halvings and Bitcoin scarcity. So based on that alone, we will see $100,000 or more by the 2024, and I do think that's going to be happening in 2021. And that's definitely when the retail FOMO is going to start kicking in. PayPal just launched. They're going to be allowing merchants to accept cryptocurrency as payment as well in early 2021. Lots of major companies are getting on board with cryptocurrencies and holding Bitcoin as a safe haven asset. So lots of other factors to consider, but without everything that we already have talked about, the Bitcoin halving alone does create scarcity for Bitcoin that would push it up to 100,000. So I do believe we will be seeing much higher than 100,000 just based on the other facts of inflation and the great wealth transfer happening at the same time. I definitely think it's possible to even see $300,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2021. So I'm not the only one that believes Bitcoin can hit $300,000 soon. Citibank analyst puts Bitcoin price prediction as high as $318,000. Lots of major predictions like this. If you just search Bitcoin price predictions in Google, you'll see what I'm talking about. Bitcoin price prediction 2025 all the way up to $1 million in 5 years. A lot of people have called for $1 million, and I definitely see that happening, especially once you consider how many millionaires are in the world and that there's only 18.5 million Bitcoin in existence, and even millions of that Bitcoin in existence is lost forever. People that had that Bitcoin in wallets and lost the passwords. So another prediction this week from CNBC, Bitcoin's price could rally up to $20,000 before the end of the year, and I definitely agree with that. I even think it's possible to hit $20,000 Bitcoin by the end of November. So last bull run in the end of 2017, we really started seeing the price of Bitcoin starting to rally and heat up around the end of November after Thanksgiving. I think what happened was Bitcoin was doing so well all of 2017, and then as people gathered for Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays and saw friends and family, they told them about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Those friends and family then went out and bought cryptocurrency, and it just created a ton of retail FOMO. And that's really what pushed Bitcoin to that peak price of $20,000. This time around, I think we're much more prepared for that retail FOMO, and we do have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and the New Year's. So with everything going the way it is this year, I definitely see a lot of people investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies end of year, especially after the holidays. I do think things are going to start heating up again end of November like we did see in 2017. So I'm not telling you guys to drop everything and go put your life savings into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but I do want you to be aware of inflation and everything that's coming. And historically, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have been a great investment haven, and I definitely think that's going to continue. And in 2021, I think we're going to have the biggest bull run we've ever seen. I think a lot of millionaires are going to be made from cryptocurrency over the next year. So if you guys do find this content useful, please subscribe to my channel. I do 5 videos a week on cryptocurrencies. Also share this with your friends or family that may be interested in this. You guys can also find tons of other useful cryptocurrency content on my channel. I also do a trading series where I show you guys my trades live live on Binance US, and I'm trying to turn $10,000 into $100,000 by the end of 2020. So far, I've turned $10,000 into $16,500, and those videos are on my channel. I do a video or two for that about twice a month. So I also offer a completely free cryptocurrency course. This is a 15 video course with all the knowledge you need for newcomers to the cryptocurrency space. So if you know any friends or family interested in getting into cryptocurrency, I definitely recommend going through this before you try buying and trading cryptocurrencies. There will be a link to this in the video description. This is offered exclusively on the SparkPoint platform, and SparkPoint is a cryptocurrency project I highly recommend you look into as well. They're doing huge things. They have some mobile games. They're doing decentralized finance, and you can earn some free cryptocurrency with them on their platform as well through the same account that you get this free cryptocurrency course from. So be sure to check out that link. Send this to any friends or family interested in getting into cryptocurrencies for the first time. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please share it, like, comment, and subscribe. It does help the YouTube algorithms rank this video better and send more traffic, which does help me, and it does help get more exposure to the cryptocurrency space, so it's a win-win for everyone. There's some links in the video description as well for great tools and resources that I use myself. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.